Back with the Waza of Kashiwazaki, Osai Komi techniques, and we're working now on Ushiro Kesa Gatame. And he's demonstrating the basic positioning there. He doesn't recommend using this technique very often. It's very difficult to maintain your balance here. The chances of getting reversed in this position, especially by someone bigger and stronger, is fairly high. So he recommends you use it as a technique that's you use it in combination with other Osai Komi techniques, meaning you use it while you're transitioning from one technique to another. You're transitioning from one solid Osai Komi to another solid Osai Komi, and sometimes you'll end up right here. My attempt at a weak analogy is like you're using a rope bridge to connect fortresses together. And Ushiro Kesa Gatame could be considered that rope bridge. I hope that's clear enough. So, as I said, you're typically using it to transition in between Osai Komi techniques. Yeah, you'll typically, you'll go to this position, you'll go to the Ushiro Kesa for whatever reason, and then immediately he recommends hip heisting out into a Kamishiho or some other Osai Komi technique that's more stable, more secure. He has a couple other variations, though, that you'll likely end up in. We've seen this a lot if you've done a fair amount of Waza. That is, of course, the side roll. Difficult to make the side roll work once you get to brown and black level. Once you get to brown, black belt level in Judo, the side roll is difficult to make work. Usually, here's a little tip, you want to push into your opponent a little bit, drive into him, make him feel threatened, and that gets his momentum going the direction you want it to, and then the roll is much easier, especially if you can get underneath your opponent's hips with your shoulders. A lot like a standing throw. I consider these side rolls to basically be, throws, only down lower. But the point is, he catches with that side roll, and this is Ushiro Kesa. You lock his forearm there in your armpit. You can grab your own gi, and then, of course, you put the pressure there on his chest. But even though this is a little bit more secure than the previous method that he demonstrated, he highly recommends that you want to move to a more secure Osai Komi from here. You can hold a guy here for a few seconds, but he recommends moving to, Yoko Shiho or Kami Shiho. As you see here. Here's an unusual variation of Ushiro Kesa. Is you take basically a Kimura lock, udegarami. You see how he locks up the Kimura there. He doesn't really grab the wrist. You see how he's kind of wrapping with his forearm, and he grabs his pants, his own pants, and sits out here. This is another variation of Ushiro Kesa Gatame.